Last week, the World Health Organization put out a release showing that there was a possible causal relationship between COVID-19 vaccine and multiple sclerosis. And we're allowed to report on this because it is an official WHO paper. We're limited to other things we can report, but we can report this. Now, this is the paper here. It says COVID-19 vaccination can induce multiple sclerosis via cross-reactivity with T helper cells. Now, what is this actually showing? What is going on here? Well, I'm going to sort of do a quick explanation of what seems to be going on. So what we have here, imagine this is a nerve fiber here. So the nerve impulses will travel down here, and this will be in the brain or the spinal cord. And these nerve fibers are surrounded by this protective myelin sheath. And in the central nervous system, they're made by cells called oligodendrocytes. Here we have the spike protein from a natural SARS coronavirus 2 infection. And here we have the spike protein produced by the vaccine on its own. Now, in learning to recognize, this is the CD4 lymphocyte here, the T helper cell. This is the famous T helper cell that's disordered in HIV. So when people become immunocompromised in AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, what actually happens is the virus destroys a lot of these CD4 helper cells until they can't produce any immune response. But here it's not lack of immune response, it's too much immune response. That is the problem. So the CD4 is learning to recognize, rightly as in the principles of vaccination, these spike proteins, and it can beat up these spike proteins, which of course is good. These are the spike proteins produced by the vaccine. And the idea is that will help the CD helper cells to get rid of the spike protein should there be a natural infection, which we could argue about. But the point is the same sort of chemical profile that we're finding on the surface of the spike protein molecules there. We're finding very similar proteins on the surface of there are very similar proteins on the surface of the myelin sheath. So the T helper cells are also orchestrating a response which beats up on these myelin sheaths. And when the myelin sheaths go in the central nervous system, that is multiple sclerosis.